Welcome and thank you for joining us today. I am Anjum Khan, the Director of the Asian Business Chamber of Commerce. Today our webinar is about how to raise awareness of your business offerings online by Facebook. We will hear about how you can establish presence on Facebook and Instagram and how to share updates about your business and communicate directly with your customers. How to share content showcasing your offerings that can help raise awareness of your business. Learn how post stories and live video on Facebook and Instagram can help. Learn how you can communicate with customers using WhatsApp Business and how the automated messaging features can help you manage your messages. We are joined today by Jasmine King and Annalena Schneider from Facebook. You will have the opportunity to ask questions. Just type away in the question box and Annalena will do her best to answer them throughout this webinar. Over to you, Jasmine.
Fantastic. Thanks so much, Anjum. I'm going to start with the most popular sentence, I think, of 2021, which is going to be, can you let me know when you can see my screen? Fab. Got a thumbs up there from Annalena. Brilliant. So thanks so much, Anjum, and good morning, everyone. It's great to be here with you today, tuning in live from my office at home in London. And on that note, it would be great to hear where you're all tuning in from. So feel free to use the chat to say hello, a bit about your business and where you're tuning in from today. We want to keep this session as interactive as possible, so please feel free to type any comments or any questions you have throughout the session in the chat. We have some time, as Anjum said, at the end of the session dedicated for Q&A, but the lovely Annalena will be doing her best to monitor the chat as we go. So feel free to write any questions you have in the chat function today. So as Anjum kindly introduced, my name's Jasmine, and I'm a community activator for Facebook, or should I say Meta now, for their small business team. We're really excited and thrilled to be here today with the Asian Business Chamber of Commerce to bring you the first of our two-part Boost with Facebook training. Now, before we begin, I thought I'd love to see where we're all at with our digital journeys. So I'd like you to use the raise hand function in Zoom or type in the chat box if you can, whether you have a Facebook business page currently for your business. And Annalena, I'm going to need you to jump in here. Let me know who of the audience, who in the room has got a Facebook business page.
Hi, everyone. As I'm monitoring the chat, good morning from me to you, and good morning from Germany. I'm based out of Munich, and it's lovely meeting you all on this call. And as I'm monitoring, I already saw, Jasmine, that we have a lot of attendees from Birmingham. So hi to Birmingham this morning.
Amazing.
And as for the business page, I already see a few people who have a Facebook business page. Some people are mentioning their business in the chat, so nice to know. No raised hands so far. Oh, and we have one person who doesn't have a business page yet. So watch out carefully, as Jasmine is going to tell you in this presentation how you can set up one.
Brilliant. Thanks so much, Annalena. And sounds like we have a mixture, some expertise in the room, and also some that are really going to get a lot out of the first part of this session, which is how to set up a Facebook business page. So now we'd love to hear, actually moving on to another part of the session, is whether you actually have an Instagram business account for your business. So we've gone through Facebook, now we're looking at Instagram.
Yes, there's someone who has a Facebook business page and also Instagram business account.
Amazing. Good to hear. Fab. And lastly, I'm assuming this one will probably be the lowest of all, because I find in the UK we don't use it as much. But if you could please let us know in the chat function or the hand raise function whether you have a business presence on WhatsApp.
Oh, that's going to be an interesting one. No.
What's it looking like in the room?
There are a lot of no's as far as I can see. So yeah.
Fab. Well, it sounds like we're all going to get a lot out of the session today, as the second part is actually going to be going through how to set up a business presence on WhatsApp. So we have a nice mix of expertise and experience in the room. And in today's session, we're going to be looking at how you can use all of these platforms to really raise awareness for your business offerings online. We're going to start with Facebook and Instagram, and then we'll then move on to establishing a presence on WhatsApp in the second half of this session, as I mentioned. So we've got a packed agenda today, as you can imagine, including why establishing a presence on Facebook and Instagram could be beneficial for your business, how to set up a Facebook page and an Instagram business account, and finally, how to use Facebook and Instagram to really raise awareness for your business offerings online. So with all this in mind, I think it's time to get stuck in and get started. Now more than ever, people are spending time online connecting with friends, family members, and things that matter to them. And this includes discovering and engaging with new businesses. In fact, 3.1 billion people use Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, or Messenger each month globally. Therefore, it's crucial for small business owners like yourselves to connect with customers wherever they are, be that on their phones, online, or in store. And Facebook gives you the opportunity to connect with your customers wherever they are on any of these platforms. Creating a business page on Facebook or a business account on Instagram is a really great way to share the latest information about your business and to stay connected with your customers so that they become brand advocates. We all want our cheerleaders for our business, and this is a great place to start. We know that over 1.6 billion people on Facebook are connected to a small business. And when you establish your business on Facebook and Instagram, you can provide more information about your offerings. You can share updates about your business and communicate with your customers directly. So we've got a few examples threaded and stitched into today's training. And the first one here is about Bray Foods. With a love for food and the cultures and communities that are tied to it, Ken from our Facebook Boost Leaders Network sought to share his own African heritage with others. So he started Bray Flavors in 2017, which is a South African and Zimbabwean vegetarian kitchen that offers healthy fast food. Beginning with music festivals, food festivals, and special occasions, Ken slowly spread brand awareness. But with the hope of spreading the word of this business further, he turned to Facebook apps and services. Ken began his journey by creating a Facebook business page, as well as a professional Instagram account. And with both platforms, he's able to stay top of mind with his current and potential customers. He uses various surfaces such as posts and stories, which we'll be covering in a bit more detail today. And Ken uses Facebook and Instagram to really build that sense of community. And you guys can do exactly that. But the first thing you need to do, which is we're going to go through first, is establish a presence where your customers are. And that's both on Facebook and Instagram. And I'm going to take you through this step by step now. Now, don't worry for those of you that haven't got an Instagram business account or a Facebook business page at the moment. It's not going to be easy to remember all of these steps word for word. So at the end of this session, we'll provide you with some helpful resources that you can come back to. And this session also is being recorded so that you can come back to these steps and go through them a bit more slowly at a later date. Firstly, let's discuss how to establish a presence on Facebook. So there's two types of Facebook pages. One is your personal page, where you connect with friends and family to share photos and status updates. The other is a Facebook business page. And to create a Facebook business page, you need to have that personal profile I was just talking about. A business page is where you can connect with customers about your business and learn about your products and services. To create a Facebook business page, the first step you need to do is log into your personal profile on Facebook, as you can see here. Once logged in, look in the top right-hand corner for a plus icon. When you click on that icon, a drop-down options list will appear, as you can see here. What you need to do then is select page. Next, fill out relevant information about your business, such as your page name. Here, most people use their business name, which makes it really easy for people to recognize the business or find it in a search. Next, fill in the category that best describes your business and add a description that tells people about what you do. Keep your description brief and clear, but don't forget the essential information, like what products and services you offer. Once you're done, click Create Page. Now let's move on to establishing a presence on Instagram. To create an Instagram business account, you'll need to start with that personal account and then switch it to a business account. And here's how you can do it. The first step to do is to go onto your personal profile and tap on your username at the top. Tap on Add Account, as you can see here. Then on Don't Have an Account, Sign Up at the bottom of the page. Then follow the setup prompts. Note that you'll need to make your account public in order to switch it to a business account. Once you've set up your account, you need to go into settings, as you can see here. Then you need to tap on Account. Then scroll down the menu and tap Switch to Professional Account. Then select Business. Then tap Continue. Again, select a category that best describes what you do. For example, food and beverage, instead of just putting local business. That way, people will be able to quickly find you and your business when they search for it on Facebook. Don't forget to enter your contact information so that people can easily reach out to you from Instagram. Did you know you can also connect your account to a Facebook page that you're an admin of? When you do this, you can get access to additional features, like the ability to share posts on both platforms and reach more people with your ads, which we've found is a great time saver for businesses like yourselves. If you have multiple pages, choose the page that your business uses the most to share news and updates with your followers. Once you've followed these steps, your business account will be complete. Not as hard as it seems, is it? Now, don't worry if you want to change things at a later date. You can edit the information on your business account by tapping on the settings icon and then edit account. So now you've created your Facebook page and your Instagram business account. You need to think of them as your very own digital storefront or business card. You want to make a great first impression. So how can you best set them up so that people can easily recognize your business? Well, the first step is to select a profile picture and a cover photo that best represents your business. We recommend that your profile picture includes your brand name or logo, as this is what people will associate with your business going forward. Your cover photo should be a visually appealing photo that reflects your offerings or business personality. This is the crucial first impression that people will get when they visit your page. So it's worth taking the time to select great images which will really bring your business to life. For example, when Brave Flavors set up a Facebook page, they added a bold cover photo, as you can see here. I mean, it's quite hard to miss, isn't it? And a profile picture that best represented the business with a logo. That way, customers can easily recognize Brave Flavors when they're searching on Facebook. Brave Flavors use the same strategy on Instagram as they did on their Facebook page. So you can duplicate a lot of this work on both platforms. They used a memorable handle, which is what we call the page name, and they use their logo as their profile photo to really represent the brand. In addition to adding profile and cover photos on its Facebook page, Brave Flavors also provided useful information for its customers, like their address, their contact information, and their website, to make it really easy for potential customers to continue learning about the business. They provided the same information on their Instagram business account too. Once you've finished setting up your Facebook page and Instagram business account following the steps we've just been through, there are a few things to keep in mind as you start to grow your online presence. Firstly, to attract an audience, you need to invite people to your community to like and follow you. On Facebook, we recommend that you aim to get at least 30 page likes. And that's just reaching out to friends and family to get them to follow you. And then share a welcome post to welcome them to your page. On Instagram, share enough photos to fill a profile grid. For instance, after Brave Flavors set up their Facebook business page and Instagram business account, the owner invited family, friends, customers, you name it, he invited them to like and follow their page. Additionally, to raise awareness for your business on Facebook and Instagram, you should create content that attracts your audience's attention and really prompts them to pause as they start to look through your page. This way, you can prompt people to learn more about your offerings. Boost Leaders Network member Rosie took the ultimate leap of faith in 2013. She quit her high-earning banking job to set up and work full-time on Cake Masters, her magazine that celebrates the best of baking talent and creativity, which you can see kind of on this illustration throughout the screen. Rosie's journey started back in 2011 when she decided to try hosting cake decorating classes in her local village hall. I wish my local village hall offered something like that. Sounds amazing. After placing an advert in a local magazine which brought no students, Rosie decided to set up a Facebook page to share her passion for cake decorating and to post pictures of her classes. That's when a whole community of people who shared her passion began to take shape. People commented on posts, asked for advice, shared photos of their own creations, and Rosie's classes steadily took off from there. And with such rich content being shared on the Facebook page, Rosie decided to experiment with publishing this content in pamphlet form before expanding the format to a full-on magazine. Today, it's actually the biggest selling cake decorating magazine in the world. Facebook is Rosie's primary source of subscribers and website visitors. In fact, she says that in the beginning, 100% of clicks and subscriptions online came from the platform. Facebook apps and services have remained at the heart of her marketing approach. Rosie's active Facebook community is now almost 1 billion people strong, and Instagram has lent itself perfectly to the highly visual, frequently searched content area of cake decorating and baking. On Instagram, she has 118,000 followers, and it's growing fast thanks to this approach. Sharing content and updates about your business is a critical part of managing your business online. People come to your Facebook and Instagram to learn more about your business, hear updates, and discover promotions. There are different types of posts that you can create on Facebook and Instagram, which you can see on screen. Feed posts, stories, live video broadcasts, and the new Instagram surface, Reels, which we'll be going into a bit more detail about later in this session. But I just wanted to pause here to hear from you. What types of posts, if you have a Facebook page and a business account, what type of posts do you currently use for your business? And what have you found to be most effective? If we could just type into the chat function, I'd love to hear what you've been using for your business. Annalena, you can get back to me with any examples from our audience.
Actually, we have no examples coming in yet, but I still see 3 raised hands and wanted to check in the meantime if there's anything particular you'd like to discuss or any questions, or if that are still the raised hands from our question in the beginning. Just want to make sure we're not leaving anyone out here. And in the meantime, let's see, we've got some answers in the chat. Mindfulness guidance and advice is something that Will Crawford wishes to hear today. We use all of them. That's what Rich just put in the chat.
Great,
Thank you so far. I've done everything you talked about, so we definitely have a few experts here.
Great, sounds good. And it is great to use all of these different surfaces in combination to really expand the reach of your posts. And fantastic to hear all of these examples. Keep them coming in. We'd love to hear from you. And now for those of you that aren't as familiar, perhaps, I'm going to take you through each of these surfaces step by step now in a bit more detail. And we'll start with posts. So on Facebook and Instagram, we encourage you to share and create engaging content and share posts. When you create a post on Facebook, you can share photos and videos about your business, host events, poll your audience on their preferences, or just use text to share a business update. On Instagram, you can share visually appealing photos or videos and edit them with in-app creative tools. Think about how you can create a look and feel that best fits your business's personality. For example, the King's Barbers Club, which you can see here, regularly posts photo and video content on both their Facebook page and Instagram business account. When King's Barber Club opened in 2009, they used a Facebook page for the business to get the message out there, to build a presence and a reputation for the business. Today, Facebook is still King's sole advertising channel, and they plan to continue using the platform to help grow the business. A barbershop runs on word of mouth, and Facebook makes the flow of information just even more easier. Kings use posts to communicate with customers. For example, to generate bookings before reopening after lockdown, they posted their Facebook page, the times and the locations available for followers and loyal customers to book a haircut. I don't know if you remember, but it was absolute chaos getting a haircut after lockdown. They posted at 8 p.m. and by 8:01 p.m. they already had 200 bookings through Facebook. As you can see, Kings use in-app filters and creative tools to make the photos really stand out on their feed. And they use both photo and video posts to really capture the attention of potential customers. To showcase your business offerings with posts on Facebook and Instagram, consider different ways to show them in context. For example, King's Barbers Club regularly gets tagged in photos and videos of, a fresh trim, which they reshare on their feed, with their customers' permission, of course. In fact, King's Barber Club launched a Facebook campaign posting a photo of a celebrity in one branch getting their haircut, and that saw an influx of 300 new customers within 4 weeks. Let's use what we've learned so far to create a sample Facebook post that tells your business's story. So you can start by clicking write something on the page you'd like to post to and add text that gives context to the image in your post. This will be the caption to your post. Next, select an image that you believe tells your business's story. Finally, you can add a feeling to your post that helps readers immediately understand the meaning of your post, or add a location sticker so that potential customers know where to find you. Tap continue to post to your feed. You can also raise awareness for your business by sharing stories on Facebook and Instagram, which you can see on a roll here. With stories full screen and immersive format, you can make a powerful impression about your business offerings and apply tools to feature your products and services in a really unique way. Stories also offer interactive features that you can use to engage with your followers directly. For example, I Love Designer, a shop selling Pakistani designer dresses in the UK, use Instagram stories to increase engagement with their followers. Facebook apps and services have played a major role in the growth of I Love Designer, with the owners now attributing as much as 60% of their total revenue to Facebook and Instagram. However, the pair have also seen how effective these platforms can be in terms of building a community around their business. To engage the business's audience, I Love Designer posts stories on Facebook 4 times per day on average, sharing a further 3 stories per day on Instagram. In fact, the owner quickly notices a drop in sales when he doesn't post on the platform, which has served to highlight the importance of regular community engagement for the business. I Love Designer posts daily to show customers photos of the dresses that they have in stock, adding links to their website so that customers can then click through to the website and purchase. They also upload stories with customer feedback and repost stories that their customers mention them in. They use eye-catching stickers and text to draw the attention of their followers and provide behind-the-scenes access to life at I Love Designer. They also save their stories as highlights, which appear on the Instagram business page, meaning that followers can easily access this content whenever they visit. When you share story to Instagram, you can use creative tools to make your content more fun and interactive for your audience. After you add a photo or video to your story, you can use text to share information and interact with your community. You can also experiment with different colors, sizes, text alignments, and fonts to make your message really stand out. Get creative and use the brush to doodle with a regular pen, a neon pen, or a highlighter, or a location sticker which can tag your city or business location so that people know where to find you, or a Q&A sticker to involve your community in conversations or to prompt them to send you questions directly. There are also a range of fun stickers you can use to make your story more playful and visually engaging, as you can see here. You can also go live on Facebook and Instagram to broadcast video to your followers in real time and to interact with your audience directly. Go live to make announcements about promotions or sales, host live classes or tutorials, and answer questions about your business. In fact, we have an example here. Gio, as a non-native English speaker, Gio, who you can see on screen, understands the value of learning English and the opportunities that it can afford. After teaching his friends English grammar as a child, it's no surprise that in 2004, Gio went on to set up Gio's English School with the goal of helping people from all backgrounds. Gio taught up to 12 students per week in a classroom, but he found that he wasn't reaching as many people that he'd hoped. As Facebook apps and services progressed, Gio realized that he could use the platform to reach more people. So in 2017, with the help of Facebook apps and services, Gio's English became the world's first Facebook Live English school. I love this example. Gio moved his whole practice online and focused his attention on providing high quality sessions through Facebook Live. As well as the live classes, Gio also offers educational snippets on both Facebook and Instagram. Using Facebook stories and Instagram stories, Gio regularly posts tips on English grammar, allowing his customers to learn and progress their skills whilst on the go. Thanks to his activity on Facebook apps and services, Gio has achieved his ultimate goal of helping people from all around the world. His Facebook Live classes have skyrocketed in popularity, reaching 38 million people in total. Since he's started using Facebook apps and services, he has also seen an incredible 400% increase in sales and is even struggling to keep up with demand. Acknowledging the impact that Facebook apps and services has had on his own business, Gio has attributed 100% of his commercial growth to his activities on the platform. Here's how to go live on Facebook. Firstly, you navigate to the page, group, or event you want to start a live video from. Next, you want to tap the live button that you can see here. Then add a description to your video so your followers know what it's all about. You can also tag friends, check into a location, and add a feeling or activity. Next, tap Start Live Video, and then smile, you'll be live. Finally, another way to entertain your audience is through Reels. This is a really new way to create and discover short, entertaining videos on Instagram. And we found that it's a real growth driver for businesses. With Reels, you can record and edit 30-second multi-clip videos with audio effects and creative tools. You can share Reels with your followers in the feed and make them available to the wider Instagram community through a new space in Explore on Instagram. For example, as you can see, Cake Masters, who we discussed earlier, uses Reels to showcase content from their magazines, promote upcoming competitions, and tell their followers about their latest offers. They use audio and visual effects to really bring the videos to life and to make the content more engaging. Here's how to create a reel on Instagram. Firstly, within the Instagram app, swipe left to open the Instagram camera, and this is what you'll see. Next, select Reels. On the left-hand side of your screen, as you can see here, you'll see various creative tools that you can use to create your reel, including audio and AR effects, a timer, and speed controls. You can use any or all of these features to make your videos more creative. Reels can be recorded as a series of clips all at once or using videos from your gallery that you've already recorded. Record the first clip by pressing and holding the multi-clip shutter button, which you can see at the bottom in the middle of the screen. You'll see a progress indicator at the top of the screen as you record. Tap the multi-clip shutter button again to stop recording. Tap next when you're done recording, and you'll then be able to see the multiple clips stitched together in one reel. Once you've completed your video, click the white arrow to the right of the shutter to preview your reel and add stickers or text, and then click the white button again to move to the share screen. On the share screen, choose your cover image, add a caption similar to how you'd normally post on Instagram, add hashtags, and choose to share your reel in Explore, Feed, or on your stories. Now we can take a breath for a minute, and I can hear you thinking, this all sounds great, but how on earth am I going to have time to consistently post all of this content to my Facebook page and Instagram business account? Well, to save you time and manage posts on Facebook and Instagram from one single place, we recommend that you use Facebook Business Suite. This allows you to stay connected and maintain your relationships with your Instagram and Facebook communities. Post to Facebook and Instagram and manage those posts all from one singular location. Now that brings us to the end of part 1 of today's session, where we've discussed ways to grow your business online by establishing a presence on Facebook and Instagram to meet customers where they're spending most of their time. Inviting your community to like your page and follow your account to really start growing your audience online. And finally, sharing content and updates about your business to start engaging with your customers. And doing all of this with the help of Facebook Business Suite to help save you time that you can then invest into growing your very own business. I hope you found part 1 of today's session useful. In fact, again, it would be great to hear from you, just a bit of interaction. How are you going to start experimenting with these services? Which one are you going to start experimenting with after the session? And which one, if you already have done them all, have you found to be most effective? Would love to hear from the audience. Annalena, if you can help me there. Oh, you're on mute, I think.
Yes, true expert. We haven't gotten anything from the audience regarding this, but actually there have been a lot of questions coming in, which is great. So already looking forward to the Q&A afterwards that we are going to do. And there is one, Gerald. He will be trying the Instagram Reels, which is actually a great idea also to drive organic growth. David raised his hand. David, can you tell us in the chat why you raised your hand, or is there anything we can help you with in particular? There's also someone interested in using Reels. Yeah, so Reels definitely seems to be a thing. Can you share Reels to FB? Yeah, now that we are within questions anyways, Jasmine, can you share Reels to Facebook like you can share with posts?
Yes, yeah, you're able to share your reel straight from Instagram up onto your Facebook business page. Granted that you've connected both accounts, you'll have the option to post straight to Facebook as well. And a great option, as Annalena was saying, to really drive growth and engagement. We're finding this is a surface in particular that's especially popular at driving organic reach, because you've got the Explore tab on Instagram, which people can just, I mean, I tend to get myself in a bit of a hole just scrolling through Reels. So it's a great place, especially if you've got the right tags on your reel, to get discovered by people that don't already follow you. But you can definitely share straight to Facebook as well.
Yeah. We do have more questions, but I think we will come to this after our WhatsApp part, right, Jasmine?
Yeah, definitely. Well, great to hear how everyone's choosing it. I hope you found that part of the session useful. I'm really looking forward to seeing, as a bit of homework, you know, the reels that you come up with for your business account following the session. As I said, this will be recorded, so you can go through the steps step by step, or we'll post some really helpful resource links that you can use online to really take you through how to create and post those reels to your Instagram and Facebook page. Okay, well, here's another surface to dive into, WhatsApp for Business, which I remember at the start of the session, it didn't sound as though we have a huge amount of expertise in. So hopefully the audience will find it really useful today. We're going to cover how to get started with WhatsApp Business, how to use messaging tools to connect with customers, and finally, how to create a catalog to showcase your products and services on WhatsApp. So let's get started. Messaging has become an indispensable way to communicate. It's replacing other forms of communication and transforming the very nature of daily contact for people around the world. And this has only been heightened by the recent lockdowns, etc. And its use isn't just between friends and family, but between more than 1 billion people and the companies with which they do business. Because convenience is more important than ever to consumers, people now expect to be able to message businesses on the platforms where they're already spending most of their time. Engaging via messaging tools like WhatsApp can be a powerful way to connect with customers where they are and on their terms. The mission of WhatsApp Business is to enable anyone to discover, communicate, and transact with any business. In fact, there are over 50 million people actively using the WhatsApp Business app every month to communicate with their customers. We want to make it easier for businesses to build a presence and communicate with their customers directly. And this part of the session is designed to go through the features that you can use to really create stronger connections with your customers. So do you remember Brave Flavors from earlier in this session that we went through about their Facebook and Instagram presence? Well, Ken, the owner, uses Facebook and Instagram to build his online community, but he also interacts with his individual audience members. Using Facebook Messenger and WhatsApp Business, he answers customers' queries, whether it be about the menu that day or their availability, and he finds it a really useful tool to really keep in contact and that one-to-one communication with customers. So let's jump straight in. So to get started in setting up your WhatsApp Business account, you'll need to create a business profile on the WhatsApp Business app. To do this, download the WhatsApp Business app for free from the Google Play Store or Apple App Store. Once it's downloaded, register your business's phone number, which is the number that you want to talk to your customers with. Next, add your business name so that people can easily recognize you, and add a business category that best describes what you do. Your profile is the first thing customers will see when they encounter your business on WhatsApp. So it's really important to complete all of the fields that you can see here. Add helpful information for your customers, like your business logo as your photo, a short description about what products or services you offer, your opening hours, email address, and website. A complete and up-to-date business profile can really help you build trust with new customers and establish your business's credibility online. Once you've followed these steps and have created a business profile, here are some ways that you can use WhatsApp messaging tools to easily communicate with your customers throughout their purchase journey and build trust so they shop with confidence. Similar to WhatsApp, the WhatsApp Business app uses your phone's internet connection to send messages, so you can avoid SMS fees. It enables you to send text and voice messages, photos, videos, stickers, and documents, as well as automate, sort, and quickly respond to messages with special business tools at no cost. You can also use WhatsApp Business to make calls. You can dial your customers and answer their questions. And as I said, with free video calls, you can have face-to-face conversations too. And the best part is WhatsApp voice and video calls, as I said, use your phone's internet connection, so you don't have to worry about expensive calling charges. And finally, the status feature enables you to share text, photo, video, and GIF updates that disappear after 24 hours. Use this full screen and immersive feature to share business updates, like the fact that you're open, for example, and engage your community in a unique way, like you would with stories on Facebook and Instagram. On top of this, the WhatsApp Business app also offers automated messaging tools that help you stay connected with customers and manage their expectations at scale. As your business grows, the app will help you manage message volume and maintain, even improve customer service. Let's take some time to review the features that will really help you connect easily to new and existing customers. Firstly, to make it easier for your customers to contact you without your full phone number, you can share a short URL link with them directly, as you can see here. That way, when customers click your short link, they'll be taken straight into a conversation with your business. You can also edit the settings so that customers can customize the default first message, as you can see here, to add helpful context at the beginning of the conversation. Similarly, potential customers can contact you on WhatsApp directly by scanning a QR code. Quite funky, right? This is a two-dimensional barcode that links to a specific piece of information when scanned. In this example, you could share your QR code, and when people scan it, they'll be taken straight into a new conversation with your business on WhatsApp. On another note, you can also add labels to help organize your contacts or chats so you can find them easily later. Use labels to help organize and segment your contacts, which will enable you to access them faster. Simply tap and hold on any message or contact to label it, as you can see here. To view and edit your labels, you'll need to go to Business Tools within the WhatsApp Business app, as you can see here. To create a new label, tap on the green plus icon in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. Then add your label title. For example, priority customers, as you can see here, so that you can segment this group when there's an upcoming promotion or product launch that you want to send a message to. As your business grows, WhatsApp Business can help you manage customer expectations. With automated messaging tools, you can easily stay connected with your customers, manage message volumes, and improve your customer service. To customize your messages, again, you'll need to navigate to Business Tools. Under messaging, you'll have the option to set an away message to reply automatically when you're away, a greeting message to welcome people when they first reach out to you on WhatsApp, and quick replies to frequently asked questions. So let's take a closer look at each of these features, shall we? Away messages tell customers when you're busy and when they can expect a response. You can add an away message and specify the time period during which you'll be unavailable, and it will automatically send this to selected recipients who message you during that time. For example, if your business hours are from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and someone messages you at 6 p.m. to ask a question, you can set an away message that reads, "Thanks for messaging us. We're closed at the moment, but we'll respond as soon as we're back. Our store hours are from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Greeting messages enable you to introduce customers to your business. This message will automatically be sent to customers when they message you and will be the first interaction a potential customer has with your business. So send a customized greeting which showcases your business's personality. In your message, you can include your business hours or the time when people can expect a response from you. Here you can also select who receives these messages under recipients. Finally, quick replies enable you to save and reuse messages you send often, so you can answer common questions quickly and efficiently. Once your business has a presence, this simple but powerful tool can help you scale messaging to your customers. To get started using quick replies, think about your most frequently asked questions and then save those answers as saved replies. Trust me when I say this will save you a lot of time. Another feature we recommend you use to direct customers to is your catalog on WhatsApp Business. With catalog, you can build your business's very own mobile storefront. When you share your catalog, you make it easier for new customers to discover your business. Use it to showcase and share links to your products and services with your customers on WhatsApp and other platforms, like Facebook and Instagram, all from within your Instagram and WhatsApp Business account. Your catalog enables your customers to fill their shopping baskets. It provides a central location for customers to keep track of the items that they're interested in purchasing whilst they browse. Customers can message you about specific products that they see on your WhatsApp business catalog, or when they're about to place an order, they can send their cart to you and immediately discuss the final steps to complete a purchase, all through the WhatsApp business app. So to get started, here's how to add products to your catalog on WhatsApp Business. Firstly, tap the 3 dots in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Here, a drop-down options list will appear, as you can see here. Navigate to Business Tools, then tap on Catalog, and then tap on Add New Item. Here, add information about your products and services, like its name, price, description, and link. Next, add images. You can choose one from your gallery or take a photo with your camera. Make sure you use high quality, clear images that represent your products so that customers know what they're purchasing. Finally, click Next to add to your catalogue. Be sure to keep your product catalogue updated. Remember, your catalogue is part of your virtual storefront, so you want to make sure it reflects your products in real time as accurately as possible. Once you've added your products to your catalogue, you can then share it via a link with potential customers. Anyone with WhatsApp can follow this link to browse the catalogue and then place an order. This is certainly something I had no idea existed when I first heard about WhatsApp Business. So we really recommend you take advantage of this feature. Now, I'm aware we've covered even more now, but to finish, I want you to consider these key takeaways as you continue to manage your business's presence on WhatsApp. Firstly, use the WhatsApp Business app to chat with and call your potential customers. Be as responsive as possible to build relationships and trust with your customers so that they become brand advocates. To do this, maintain and improve customer service by using messaging tools. Do you notice a lot of people asking the same questions, like what your business hours are or how your return policy works? Anytime you notice this trend in questions, consider using quick replies or set expectations with a greeting message, which could save yourself and your customers valuable time. And finally, remember that you can create a catalogue for your business on WhatsApp, which acts as your business's very own virtual storefront. Now that brings us to the end of this Boost with Facebook training, where we've discussed how to establish your presence and really raise awareness of your business offerings online. To close, I just wanted to share some resources that we think might be of interest to you. Firstly, if you have any questions regarding the content that I've discussed or want to build your digital marketing knowledge even further, I'd encourage you to visit facebook.com/blueprint. Blueprint offers a wide variety of online trainings, resources, and certifications on Facebook topics and platforms, and is free for you to use. Next, I also wanted to encourage you to join our exclusive Facebook Boost Leaders Network by following the link on screen for an opportunity to share your experiences, gain knowledge, and build your network with other small business owners like yourselves. And a lot of the examples that we've heard from today are all Facebook Boost Leaders Network members. But if you're not interested in that, we've also created a Facebook group for small business owners to connect with other entrepreneurs and to share tips, tools, and resources that will really help take your business to the next level. So join the group today to expand your network and grow your business by searching Boost with Facebook UK and then click Join Group. Thanks so much for joining us today. Before we break for a quick Q&A, join us on Monday, the 29th of November for training on how to actually create an ad from your Facebook and Instagram pages and how to put into practice what we've learned today to really enhance and build customer loyalty. Thanks so much again for joining, and we'll now break for around 10 minutes to answer any leftover, if there are, Annalena, questions that you may have. So thanks so much.
Thanks, Jasmine. That was a really, really interesting interesting session, and I hope everyone watching enjoyed it. We definitely do have some questions coming in. I tried answering most of them in the chat already, but as it might be full of words for everyone, I'm giving you a short break, Jasmine, and I'm going to reply to the first question, which is also actually one that we're being asked quite frequently. And the question is, how do you engage your audience if you have a non-tangible service such as coaching or consulting, or in general something that's not a concrete product you can sell? And what I can tell you overall is that you can use social media perfectly as a storytelling platform, or something where you can use storytelling, where you can introduce yourself, your employees, if you do have employees, and you can just give insights on who you are and who the person behind the business is, so that people who are interested in your service know exactly who they will be dealing with. And what you can also do is show your expertise apart from the concrete consulting that you do one-on-one, for example. You can create posts, you can create reels, you can create an IGTV or whatever you feel like, with expertise knowledge that you have. Because on the one hand, that shows the people that you don't know yet that you definitely do have the expertise. And on the other hand, it makes your page worth following by other people. So it's really one where people go to your page and are excited for your posts and your updates. And in terms of engaging, interacting with your audience overall, something I can really recommend is the question sticker in stories, for example. So you can just put in the story sticker and ask your audience, like, what's on your mind, or maybe they do have specific questions about you, about your service you deliver, and then they can just pop it in. And one great thing about that is you can actually reuse this as content, because you can either repost them in your stories with the right replies, or you can create videos, you can go live, you can actually do a lot of things with the information you gathered. So that's definitely something I would recommend. Not sure, Jasmine, do you have anything to add on to this?
No, I think that was great. I mean, I definitely, when I'm scrolling through Instagram, I'm not looking purely for people posting photos of products all the time. Even that inspirational content, we really suggest people get involved in, whether it's quotes, lovely pictures, and just sharing your expertise, as Annalena was saying. And there's also the ability on Facebook to book appointments and schedule kind of meetings. So you can even use that functionality and direct people to your Facebook page to get into contact that way as well.
Yeah, and now we have a question on WhatsApp that I haven't answered in the chat yet. So Jasmine, we actually have two questions that go into the same direction. Can you use a personal phone number for WhatsApp Business, or does it have to be a business number?
So you can use whatever phone number you want people to contact you on. So by all means, that can be your personal phone number. But if you do have a business phone number, you can use that one as well. So it's just whatever you want your customers to contact you on. You can use the same number on both. And actually a feature on WhatsApp Business is then you can actually pull over all of your kind of from your personal account, all of your conversations, so you can manage it all from one platform rather than having to use the two platforms in silo. But in short, yes, you can use your personal number.
Cool. Then David says he was the one with the non-tangible service. He's done all of that. Do we have anything else? David, I really hope that Jasmine's reply also added some value to what I already put in the chat. Then we have another question that's also one that we are being asked very frequently. So the question is, do I have to post every day on social media? Is that the only way I can create impact and I can generate reach?
Yeah, so we get this question a lot, and it's almost an answer as in, how long's a piece of string? We really just suggest that you experiment and test out and see what works for you in your business. Obviously, the more you post, the more you interact with your community, the more that's going to kind of increase your engagement. So we really recommend you do it as much as possible. But we understand you're all business owners, you're very busy people. So that's why we suggest using Facebook Business Suite. So you can actually schedule posts ahead of time and they'll post without you even needing to. But in terms of whether that will make a difference, it obviously helps to post at least once a week just to let your followers know you're still there, but by no means saying you have to post every day, 4 times a day. Just test it out and see what works best for your business to really increase engagement. And what we suggest is using the various surfaces that we've been through today, so we don't saturate your followers, for example. So one day you could post a couple of stories and a Q&A sticker and then answer those questions. But then, as Annalena was saying, you could then post a photo or a video, and then another week you could go live. So having that kind of range of content across your page really helps to increase engagement. And we suggest you post as often as you can as a small business owner to really interact and create that community around your page.
Yeah, great. Before we go on with the next question, I would like to say something to Owen. Owen, thanks for, I think you have been putting 2 questions in the chat. The first one was about ads. And as Jasmine just announced, the next session next Monday will be about ads. So I would say let's postpone this question until next week. I really hope you will be tuning in, and then we can get into these questions specifically within the topic. And the other one was about your page. Unfortunately, this is a very, very specific page that I think isn't super relevant for our broader audience. So I hope that's okay for our partner, but maybe you can just approach the chamber and send them your question, and then we can try what we can do about this offline. So yeah, we don't have to take the time of our Q&A for this now. And yes, happy to wait for the ad. That's great. And then there's another question on WhatsApp. I'm happy to reply to that, Jasmine. Can you acquire a US number to use with your US clients rather than just a UK number? So first of all, the great thing about WhatsApp is that you can chat with people all over the world and it doesn't cost anything. So you don't have extra costs when you when you chat with people in the US, or when you when you call them, and or when you have video calls. But if you feel the need to have a separate number for your US clients, you can definitely have 2 WhatsApp business accounts. You just need 2 phone numbers for that. So in that case, you would need your UK number and set a WhatsApp business profile for that. And you would also need to have a US phone contract and a US phone number, and then you can for sure do that. But always keep in mind that you can communicate with people all over the world for free. I hope that was helpful. Let's see if there was anything else. How often should you post? We already had that. Yes, there was the same question. That's also one to WhatsApp. Can the WhatsApp for Business app still be used as a personal account? I have the same number for my personal and business calls.
Yes, yeah. So I think we answered that in a previous question. You can connect them both, and you can use your personal number on WhatsApp Business, and you have the option to transfer it all on there, so you can manage it from one platform. Yeah. Fantastic. Great to see so many amazing questions coming in, and really shows how engaged the audience today has been. Annalena, if there's any final questions, otherwise conscious of time, we can hand back to Anjum to close the session today, but I'll just give it a minute or so, Annalena, and then.
Yeah, we do have one question from a B2B software developer who finds it hard to find imagery for Facebook, or who thinks that overall B2B content is a bit harder. But I think with the reply on coachings, we already gave some good impressions on how you can use it and what you can do. And in general, if you don't have a product that you can actually take pictures of, you can also just take pictures of people using the product, or maybe people I don't know, sitting in front of a laptop. It doesn't really have to be the product. It just has to be something that's related to what you do. And then you can always use the text box and the description to add text that's related to that and that's also related to your service.
Brilliant.
And now, yeah, being mindful of the time. And I don't see any new questions coming in. Thanks a lot also from my end. It was great seeing you all being so interactive. And yeah, handing back.
Thank you, Jana. I've definitely learned so much, especially about WhatsApp. I didn't realise you could do so much with WhatsApp. So thank you. And thank you to all the attendees today as well. Please do join us on the 29th of November, where you can learn about how to create loyalty from your customers and all about ad as well, which I'm really keen to learn more about. So thank you, and I hope you have a lovely week ahead. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks so much for joining.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.